Alright, we're away on day, I can't remember. I can't be bothered counting. We're leaving Yulara, which is the tourist hub that supports Uluru. Bit of rain during the night and this morning, which has complicated things a little. The unsealed roads around here could be a bit damp. Doesn't take much rain before these roads become very treacherous, very dangerous. So we'll just see how we go. We'll test the waters. We've got to enter the national park, go past Uluru, and we'll go to the Bulgars and have a look for JP's benefit. He's not been there. And hopefully we'll have a seamless journey all the way back to Perth. Approaching the entrance to the national park. Because we're just transiting effectively through to the border, she should just wave us through, but we'll see how we go. We need permits to travel Great Central Road. Hi, we're just transiting through to the border. Yes. Alright, turning right and heading west for home. It's about 1,200 kilometres, 1,200 kilometres of gravel. We'll end up popping out at Lasseter in Western Australia. Hopefully this road's in better nick than the last time I travelled it, which was a few months ago. Hang on a minute. Look out, matey. Good on you, buddy. Oh, it's a bit deep there. Oh, jeez. That scared the bejesus out of me. Well, we've just arrived at Lasseter's cave, and there's a busload of grey nomads going from Perth to Cairns. Lasseter's cave. Lasseter came here in the 1930s, I think it was, looking for a seam of gold that he thought was around this area. This was his second visit to the area. When he got here, one night, his pack animals, his camels, did a runner with all his food and provisions on board. He got stuck in this cave for a few days, local Aborigines helped him for a little while, and then he tried to walk back to the Olgas and perished halfway on the journey. I don't know whether you can hear that. You probably can. It's end of day 12. We're in Western Australia now, heading west. We've copped quite a bit of rain, constant drizzle for most of the afternoon into the evening. That's definitely going to affect the roads tomorrow morning when we leave here. Well, rough afternoon and rough night last night. Drizzling rain most of the afternoon, drizzling with quite a bit of rain all throughout the night. So of course everything's wet, and I've got some concerns about the road conditions because it doesn't take much rain before the roads and tracks out here just turn to mud. So yeah, it could be tough going while this weather continues. Feels pretty firm underfoot, but you don't want to get in the zone and just relax because it'll catch you off guard. That creek is where I spent last year's birthday, waiting for the water to recede. Currently here at Giles weather station, which is just outside Warrakurna, an Aboriginal community. This place was sited by Lem Bedell. In fact, his grader is here on display. That's the grader that was used in opening so much of the outback with Lem Bedell. Yeah, he sited the weather station here primarily for data gathering and weather forecasting for some of the atomic testing and rocket testing that went on during the 1950s and 60s. They needed accurate weather data, so this was the site he chose. Alright, we're about to leave Giles or Warrakurna, continue heading west towards Warburton. That'll be the next fuel stop, probably get something to eat, and hopefully that's the end of the rain. Patches are blue, and we'll probably pull up early today, I think, and just lay all the wet gear out. Opportunity to get it dry before last light. Did I mention that it was unpredictable and slippery? Yeah, very, very treacherous indeed.
1, 2. Do we have to go back?
Well, I thought this was the road out. While we were refuelling at Warrakurna, we were told about, or warned about the camels. This bloke last night apparently hit this one and rode his car off. Didn't do the camel any good either by the look of it. You know that camels aren't native to Australia. They're introduced as pack animals and are very well suited to Australian conditions, of course. And then after the roads improved, the camels were just let loose. There's about 600,000 roaming the outback now. That one's obviously been there a little while longer. Oh, the smell. Jesus. Alright, just leaving Warburton community. I don't normally complain about the price of fuel because they've got it, we need it, and I'm happy to pay. Usually, I've been to this place many times over the years, and they must have new owners, I think. They charge at $3 a litre for fuel. I only ended up buying 10 litres because that's all I'll need. But $3 a litre, now that's, I mean, even at well 33 Coonawarrigi on the Canning stock route, we only paid $2.50. So yeah, I think it's a bit of price gouging going on. Good luck to them. I won't be recommending them to my friends. Well, we've left for the morning. We were actually camped alongside one of the original alignments of Great Central Road, and just for shits and giggles we've decided to stay on that until it rejoins the new alignment. So yeah, certainly this section hasn't had a grader over it for, I don't know, many years, but this would have been the original alignment for Great Central Road some years back. Big mob of camels over to the right here. Well, when I say big mob, 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6. I'll give you an idea of how old this part may be. I think that was a FJ Holden, which is like 1959 or 60 or something. And here we rejoin the existing Great Central Road. Well, that was a bit of fun. This is a freshie. It's got a tow rope attached, so they've tried to, I guess, drag it as far as they could. Nobody inside. You watch, he'll just run up the road. They take the path of least resistance. They're not the smartest tool in the shed, these. Anyway, and they look over their shoulder while they're running forward and slobber and spit and stink. What are you going to do, big fella? You going to go bush? See you later, mate. Looking for a place called the Zoo. I think I've taken a wrong turn. Yeah, this is it. This is the right road. Yeah, this is it. This is the right track. There's an old car graveyard here. Obviously wrecks that are broken down, they just drag them off the road. We're at a place called the Zoo opposite Chukarelia Roadhouse on Great Central Road. Now if you squint your eyes and use your imagination, does that look like a herd of elephants? Or is it just me? Talk about bad luck. We've just left the gravel, got on the blacktop, got about 60 k's to Laverton, and Chris has done a rear tyre. Where he had the puncture is opposite, is next to I'll call it a picnic area if you like, a place called the Breakaways. It's off the road at least. There's a bit of a view, some tables, chairs. Might give us a bit more peace and quiet while we swap it out the tube. Now a while back I spoke about my reluctance about fitting a tubeless tyre to a tubed rim because of the difficulty getting it on and off because of the tough sidewall, so it'll be interesting to see how we go.
1, 2, up, down.
Oh, this will be good.
That went on, I'll put a bit of this on it. Let's see how it goes.
That was about as smooth as a puncture repair could have gone, I guess. Lost about 40 minutes. Chris made it look pretty easy. He's been around the block more than once. Tyre came off okay. The tube, however, I'm not quite sure what was going on there, but as he's trying to pull the tube out, it physically broke in half. I don't know what sort of dodgy rubber kender we're using, but I've never seen that before. But anyway, and he was able to put the tyre back on relatively easy. He doesn't have rim locks on that bike, and I think that can be the difference between successfully putting the tyre on without pinching the tube or not. But anyway, yeah, we're back on the road. We'll be in Laverton in about 30 minutes or so. And I believe we're going to stay at the caravan park tonight just for a bit of a change, have a shower, pub meal. So, is this the world's best remote area tourer? Well, if you were to ask me, I'd say yes. If you were to ask Chris, he might tell you that the mighty DR650 is. And if you were to ask JP, he might tell you the Africa Twin is. I guess the point I'm trying to make is we're all different. And what works for me or us may not work for you. But in my case, this is the best bike for me, for what I do. Having said that, and without sounding like a tosser, you do need a particular skill set because these things are a handful, especially in the stoddy stuff. Alright, day 16. This will be the final day. We'll all be back in Perth later today. Got about 600 or 700 kilometres to do. Bit of a mixture, both dirt and sealed roads. So yeah, about 350 of each. My thoughts on the journey, it's been pretty seamless really. We had a couple of issues. JP hurt his ankle, and that might be quite serious, more serious than he thought. He's booked himself in to the doctor tomorrow. And of course Chris had 2 punctures, one front, one rear. But other than that, it was pretty seamless. And today being the last day and the final run home, you know what that means. We'll see you on the other side.